Return of the Duelist was released in August 2012. Notable cards in this set include High Priestess of Prophecy, Geargia Armor, Heroic Champion Excalibur, Gear Gigant X, and the first in a series of new cards bearing a striking resemblance to Dark Arm Dragon, Gransoil the Elemental Lord. In this series, both Nimnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Oh man, we got extremely lucky in that last episode. It was very close, and honestly, Gage should have won, but what can I say? A punt's a punt. I've had my fair share in the progression series as well, so it wouldn't be the progression series if Gage and I aren't fucking things up. However, here we are once again in the winner's circle. We have to spin the wheel. Turbo Pack 7 is still up before Hieratic, and I don't know if that's going to be super viable, but Gaia Dragon could be good for the foreseeable future, as long as I'm playing some sort of rank 5 or 6, even though I'm not playing that now. That could come up later, and so this might be my lock. We also have a Queen Dragon Jin, which I already have, funny enough, Bound Wand, and then I think there's only like 1 or 2 others, Hieratic Seal of Reflection, Spiritual Light Art Hijiri, and a Evatile Enginero. So yeah, I think we're just, oh, there's actually a couple more. Shining Elf and Flelf, I think is that card. I don't think that's very good either. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and lock the Gaia Dragon. I think this is a pretty nice pickup for, not now, but for the future for sure. But let's go ahead and hand it on over to Gage so he can tell you all about the next set, Return of the Duelist.
Nobody point out the punt? Anybody that points out the punt, you're immediately banned, I swear. Guys, we almost had him. We almost had him. I can't believe I threw that last game. I forgot the dad was under Fiendish Chain. I almost had it. But now that we know we can beat him for sure, I'm feeling really good with these Inzectors. I'm slowly starting to pick up on things that I wasn't before, and now I feel like I'm going to be able to dominate Alex with those bugs today. Return of the Duelist, Return of the Inzectors, baby, and soon enough, Return to the winner's circle for me. Released August 28th, 2012. This set, gotta keep it real with you guys, got a booty cheeks. Maybe booty cheeks for our format, but in the context of the actual game, it really introduced a lot of things that were gonna shape the meta upcoming. Spellbooks got their debut in this set with Magician of Prophecy, as well as High Priestess, plus Secrets, some really integral cards to the strategy. Spellbooks are going to receive support for the next few sets here, and some of them get bonker, with Spellbook of Fate and Abyss Rising, and then, you know, everybody knows Lord of the Taxion Galaxy, Spellbook of Judgment. That's a hell of a card. Madolches also get released in this set, and they get, you know, Tiramisu next set in Abyss Rising. Magdalene's very important for the strategy, and then Pudding Cess fucking sucks for the first few, but it gets integral once we get later ones like Chocolate Alamo. Geargias also get released in this set too. The Armors, the Arsenals, and the Accelerators pair really well with Karakuri, but also Armor was just a hell of a card on release too, man. Armor was insane. We got our first look at the Elemental Lord, something that would disappoint a lot of people, but Gransoil had a really stupid loop with it in the first place. And then Abyss Rising, we get a very notable one in the form of Mullen Glacia. All the other Elemental Lords, yeah, they suck, bro. Pyrorex, Windrose, who are they? But Gransoil, yes, Gransoil did in fact have a dumb FTK loop with it, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure Gransoil has been errated. Speaking of those Geargias, Robbie Cole was losing his shit because Gear Gigon X got released. Man, Gear Gigon X, awesome card. Alchemic Mat, hey, Optimal Dot Shop. Those mats are still for sale. Other than that stuff, we got Void Trap Hole, which is an instant trap hole. Soul Drain, I think, was actually limited at a time. Activate by paying 1,000 monsters that are banished, as well as the monsters in the graveyard cannot activate their effects. Not bad. It's like Skill Drain, but for the graveyard. Other than that, not too much happening there. We're just gonna crack open Return of the Duelist, but first we gotta take that pity pack. You know, we take what we can get. Turbo Pack 7, where you at? Turbo Pack 7. I still don't think this Turbo Pack is really that incredible, but we get one pack of it. Let's see if we get lucky this time. Do we? Oh, the Serpent Night Dragon, bro. We got one in secret. Now we got one in common. We're balling. Once we get that Speed Duel upgrade and we get the skill card, it's over for Alex, bro. He's not winning. Let's go. 24 packs. returning to that duelist. Let's see how lucky we get today, fellas.
All right, you guys, so 24 packs of Return of the Duelist. While there are a lot of high rarity cards in the spellbook category here, we do have a shot to change things up with Geargia. Now, again, Geargia is a more rank 3, rank 4 focused archetype, but the individual cards make a cohesive deck, and I think there could be something there. Geargia Armor, though, is a super rare, so it's kind of like the Inzektor problem where we need to get multiple copies of it for it to be good, and it's not like Inzektor where you could just get one Geargia Armor and get away with it. We probably need like 2 minimum, and some of the other cards are rares too, but let's flip it up, see what we get, and nothing too great in the first pack. Geargia Accelerator comes in at common, and this is a good card just to special summon out onto the field, so luckily these aren't going to be hard to get, but the Armors and the Arsenals, and I believe the Geargianos are also rare, so it's going to be a tough uphill battle, but at least we have the Accelerator. There's our second Accelerator, and there's our first super rare, as a matter of fact. It is Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut. Now, I don't know if this card is particularly good. It requires 2 level 3, so it is generic. Once per turn, when this card's targeted for an attack, detaching a material. This turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving this card. It is 2100, which is pretty respectable. I think Levier is probably still better, but it could make its way into the extra deck. There's another super rare. It is Rebound. This is a very interesting counter trap. So it says when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect that returns a card from the field to the hand, negate that effect, and if you do, send one card from your opponent's hand at random or from their side of the field to the graveyard. When this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. There's not a lot of cards that Gage and I have that do that. I guess like Compulse is probably the best one, but I think this card's a little bit too specific for us to be playing.
I've got a really nice relationship with the set because I love spellbooks, but also I played Madolches when they got released too. That was my set as a kid. They're unlisted, but they existed. Pack number 1. Nothing too special there. The Fairy King Legendary Snatcher is our first super rare in pack number 2. I remember seeing this card. I forget what it does, though. When you tribute summon a monster, special from your hand. If you do, type, attribute, and level become the same. That's not too shabby. On release, Temperance wasn't that great, actually. Justice came out in Abyss Rising and was so much better. But Temperance, once we get World of Prophecy later on down the line, this guy was awesome, dude. Again, it's part of that spellbook strategy where unless we pull the absolute nut like a Blue Boy and a High Priestess, it's not anything we can consider right now. Oh, the Chronomaly Crystal Chrono. That's a generic Link 3 level 3s. And also it's 2100, dude. This thing doesn't mess around. Can't be destroyed. Hell yeah, bro. That's a really, really solid pickup. It's a light, too. The CED, man, making a comeback.
One of in the deck, so if we do get the other components, I guess it's not the worst, but I'm not holding my breath, and it's going to be several sets before we can actually complete Madolche to make it any bit. But with the way these polls have been going, I don't think it's likely.
Oh my god! Dude, if this wasn't real, return, you can detach 1 from this card, target face-up monster our opponent controls, inflict damage to it equal to the difference between its OG attack and current attack, and if it does, we gain attack equal to it. With the new Chronomaly cards on the horizon, pretty sure there's a dumb FTK or something with this. But this card's not terrible, at least. It doesn't destroy the monster, so even if Alex was like under Necro Valley, most of them dealing is like 500. So it's not that impressive, but hey, it's a rank 5 generic. We'll take it, we'll put it in the card pool. I'll have it any day. Alright, coming up in the last few packs here, I think there's 4 left. Anything good out of them? Oh, the Cold Feet, the Chili Tutters, the Waltz. Damage Maze, anything redeeming in the last pack here? I'll take this Chronaut, honestly. It's the best thing, like, out of the pack I could have got. Strength, yeah, not too strong. Honestly, Chronaut, pretty good pull. I'll take it for the Inzektors today. I gotta play those bugs again, guys. Let's get building.
Well, speaking of the devil, there's a Mahunder, but again, we're gonna need like full play sets of these, and with only 6 packs to go, I'm not holding my breath that that's gonna happen. Well, you guys, only a few packs left for what has been an absolutely miserable opening. I think we've opened maybe 1, if not 2 playable cards this entire time. This is not a great set, and it's really weird too. Usually the green blank of the Duelist sets are usually pretty strong and like game-changing, but I guess just for sealed, maybe not. Let's go ahead and flip up the last ones. That's like our 9,000th copy of Madolche Chateau. Let's see if we can get anything else. Another copy of the Fairy King, and our last pack. Let's see what it is. And it's just some Chronomaly stuff. So, yeah, pretty lackluster opening. The only cards I got for Geargia were Accelerator. No Armor, no Arsenal, no Geargiano. It was just not looking good. So, let's go ahead and load up Dueling Book. We've got some work to do.
All right, here's what we're looking at. Still bugging with those Inzektors, dude. I gotta give them another shot, you know? I really, really feel like I had a chance last episode. I almost beat him. Figured out I punted. Bro, Deck looks pretty much the same, except I decided to cut a Ladybug, and I fit in a new engine here. I fit in Terraforming plus 2 Verdant Sanctuary, which is a face-up spell or trap, which when a face-up insect monster is destroyed by battle or card effect sent to the graveyard, its controller can add an insect monster with the same level destroyed from the deck to hand. If I go normal summon Hornet with nothing, and then it gets destroyed, I can at least add a Centipede and get my ball rolling here. I'm going to take some damage in the process, but Verdant Sanctuary, it's pretty alright. Thing is Alex could deal with it like Descendant or something like that, which kind of sucks, but at least we can rock with the side deck here against that matchup and pull those out if he is playing those Gravekeepers again. Just figured out I should probably be playing Trap Stun too to deal with his massive amount of back row for both decks, which just happens to be a problem. I could probably cut the Maxi there. Yeah, no, I can't cut the Maxi, bro. Maxi's insane. Grand Mole is out. I can throw down a huge Rev, and I could probably fit these 3 Trap Stun into the side deck here. Should come in super handy if we're going first, can set up easily against his Icarus attacks, any of his back row, and then if we flip the Trap Stun and just pop off, it's good. The extra deck, I decided to add Chronaut, of course, because Chronaut's really, really good. Our first incredible rank 3 to add to the pool here. I'll remember Guy Chargers in here this time for sure. Altogether, though, I think this looks pretty alright. I think we're well equipped for either of those matchups. If he comes with something out of the blue, I think I can deal with it. I think I can deal with some Rogue. All right, Alex, let's see what you got today, bro. Let's hopefully can come out on top this time. No mistakes, 0 misplays, greatest player in the game. Mode activate. Let's go.
All right, you guys. So as you know, I've been playing this little cat and mouse game with Gage lately where I've been switching up my deck the last few episodes to keep him on his toes a little bit. And I think it's been throwing him off a little bit because he doesn't exactly know what to expect. I played Gravekeepers 2 episodes ago. I played this exact Blackwing deck in the previous episode. And so I feel like I need to remain one step ahead of him and switch it up again. But it's difficult because those are probably my 2 strongest picks. So what direction am I going to go in? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this deck is jank, but I think it's enough to throw Gage off once again. I think it's a pretty obvious bet that I'm gonna go with one of those 2 other strategies, but I thought I would go ahead and take a step back to a deck that I tried multiple episodes ago. I'm talking about months ago when I played an anti-meta macro beatdown strategy. I think this might be something to consider. So the main purpose of this deck is that we are still playing cards that are going to banish the Hornet and all of the good Inzectors out of his graveyard. I'm talking cards such as Banisher of the Radiance. I'm talking Macrocosmos. Remember, Macrocosmos is at 3 because we are abiding by the now March 2012 Forbidden and Limited list. So this card's at 3, and this is a very good disruptor in the format, especially for someone playing a graveyard-reliant deck such as Inzectors. It's also good because it stops Mystic Tomato, it stops Sangan, it stops Witch of the Black Forest. This is just the next in my arsenal of cards that are going to mess with Gage to some degree, and also having it on a 1600 attack body isn't too bad either. So this is essentially an anti-meta deck that was taking inspiration from some decks at the time. I don't have access to cards such as Doom Caliber Knight or all of the other anti-meta cards you might have played back then, like Thunder King Ryo. This was the best I could come up with, but there is some logic here. So we're going to start with 3 Banisher of the Radiance. It's basically Macrocosmos on a body with 1600 attack. This card is just super annoying for Gage to deal with in so many ways. 1 copy of Gale because it's nice for getting rid of some of Gage's larger threats, and it's also good because it's a tuner allowing us to access the Synchro pool. 2 copies of Breaker for dealing with back row. These haven't been in the main deck in quite some time, but Gage is playing some more reactive back row like Sakuretsu and stuff, so Breaker coming down and hitting it preemptively would be very nice to have. It's also just a good body. 1 Cyber Dragon, 3 copies of Crow. This is a very good card if I'm going second. It does conflict with macro, but the thing is, if I'm going second and Gage is starting to combo off, Crow is just another way for me to deter him. 3 copies of DD Survivor. This is a very annoying card for Gage to deal with if I have either Banisher or macro face up, because it will constantly bring itself back to the field, and depending on the deck Gage is bringing, he's going to have very few ways to actually deal with this. 1 copy of Dekoichi. This is solely just for card draw. Some of the anti-meta decks back then did actually play multiples, but I only have 1. It's a decent body. I think it's okay. King Tiger Wang Hu is hilarious because anytime he's going to summon these tiny monsters, Wang Hu will just destroy it immediately. 2 copies of Kaiku to banish cards out of his graveyard to keep him off of Dark Armed, to keep him off of using the Inzectors. Kaiku is actually pretty nice. And then that's it for the monsters. For the spells, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Pot of Greed Raigeki, double Smashing Ground. This is in case Gage starts to get a little bit ahead of me in terms of advantage and board presence. I can get rid of something and then maybe attack over the other with whatever card I may have, and the 1 copy of Snatch Steal. We are playing 15 traps in this deck. 3 copies of Chaos Trap Hole. I think Gage and I have come to the realization that Chaos Trap Hole is essentially our copy of Solemn Warning in this format. This card is super strong against him. This card's still pretty good against me because the biggest problem is most of the best cards we have access to at this point in time are light or dark attributes, and so Chaos Trap Hole I think is just a solid card all around. Gage has actually been seeing a pretty decent amount of success with it, so I'm curious how it's going to fare for me. I think it's worth giving a test drive. 2 copies of Compulse. This is nice because it doesn't conflict with my body as a shield because it doesn't destroy. It just bounces the cards back to hand. If he goes in the extra deck, I can bounce it back to the extra deck. It's just a very difficult card for him to play around. 1 Fiendish Chain for effect negation, Imperial Order for spell negation, triple macro. This is the card I'm hoping is going to carry me to victory. 2 copies of Sakuretsu armor. Gage is getting very comfortable with me not being on Sakuretsu armor, and so just like how he caught me a couple episodes ago, I'm hoping to catch him this time around. 1 Torrential, 1 Trap Dust Shoot because I'm hoping to go first, and I think Gage is going to want to blind second anyway, and since I'm playing 15 traps, I should open about 2 of them in my opening hand, so it's going to be very difficult for him to play through that setup. And then we also have only 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I know it's at 3, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of big monsters to establish to kind of back Emptiness behind, so just the 1 to stop him, and that way I can just probably clear what he has and deal with it from there. The extra deck is just all the other cards we've been playing up till this point. I threw in the Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut as well as the Gaia Dragon. If it comes up, it comes up. Gage can actually make rank 5s, and so I could actually Snatch Steal one of his things and overlay a Gaia Dragon on top, which is hilarious if he decides to leave it on the field, like what happened with the Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja that I know he plays. The side deck is actually me smoke screening into a full Blackwing deck. The only card I feel like I'm missing, I believe, is Sangan, and maybe there's 1 or 2 other cards, but I can just remove all the macro cards from this deck and go back into Blackwing if he thinks I'm on some really weird anti-meta deck, and so that could be another way just to trip him up as well by having the smoke screen capabilities. I'm probably going to go that route in game 2 depending on how things go. We'll have to see what happens. But guys, that's going to do it for me. I am super excited to see what Gage brought to the table because is he going to keep going with Inzectors or is he going to switch it up? Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, I want to welcome you to your return to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. How does it feel, dueling?
Man, I feel like a pro duelist, dude. I feel like it's the return of the age of Nim Nim right now, dude.
Is it?
It is,
okay.
dude. Ah, man,
confident.
We don't talk about the last match. Nobody in the Progression series comment section can mention the Galactic Overlord match for the rest.
What
of the
about the
series.
last episode? What about the one before
nah,
that?
that one's fair game, dude. I that one I lost fair and square. The last one, though, bro, nobody brings it up, man. Nobody brings it up. So
I think that's, given everything that happened, I think that's understandable, so I'm okay with that. This set, though, very underwhelming, I would say.
Oh, God, yeah.
Not the, for a green set, usually the green sets are, like, some of the best sets in Yu-Gi-Oh!, right? And this one just did not deliver. I mean, I think, like, in the more constructed sense, the set is actually very good, but for sealed specifically, not feeling it.
Yeah, I was saying that, too. Like, the green sets are all gas. Like, that's just the way they are. But Return of the Duelist, even though they, like, introduced archetypes that would shape the meta for, like, the upcoming months, like, what, Spellbook and everything like that, you got your secrets, you got your Blue Boy, all the good stuff that was needed, but, like, in a sealed format, yeah, there's no way we're pulling 3 secrets or Blue Boy, but good luck, dude. Like,
don't forget your Geargia. Like, Geargia is still a very respectable deck. I think we're missing, like, a couple cards, but that was still, like, a very meta deck for, like, a year at least. So
man, imagine, say, Geargia Armor was a hell of a card back in the day, dude.
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing.
It's so silly, dude. It's so silly.
So Gage, if you're ready, I mean, let's go ahead and do it. We do have to shout out our patron. It is Malachris. Thank you so much for the support, and this will be interesting. I'm very curious to see the direction you went with this because we're in this like weird game now where we're trying to like play different decks against one another, and I apparently still can't win rock, paper, scissors to save my life. So
you sure
here
can't.
we are.
And you know what? I keep trying different things, dude, but I'm gonna say going second is still the way. That extra card, it definitely just has to matter in the long run.
Okay, we'll see. Good luck. And, ooh, this hand is weird. All right, I'm going to set 2 and pass it over. Go ahead.
Seems like a plan for me, dude. No problem. I'll draw a standby main. I'm going to slam down this Sangan.
That's fine.
I'm going to poke in for 1,000. Big damage.
You can have it.
Hell
easy.
yeah, bro. Main phase 2, I will set a card. It's your turn.
I'll draw. Got anything for me?
Nope. you're good.
Okay, happy to see that. I will slam down a Cyber Dragon.
Oh, that's a hell of a card. Yep.
Makes sense now. You know why I wasn't doing a whole lot. I will go to battle phase.
Sure.
I am going to attack into Sangam.
I'll take 11.
On attack declaration,
Oh,
I'm going to activate Macrocosmos.
Oh, Lord, bro! Oh, my
Just
God,
when you thought
dude.
it was over, buddy.
Just when I thought I had you on lock. That's silly, dude. Oh, my God.
Get that Sangan out of here. I don't want to see it.
It's banned. It's gone for good.
And we'll set a third card face down and pass it over. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll draw. Unfortunate.
Aren't you loving all the creative and unique ways I'm coming up with to stop your deck?
Oh, yeah, bro. Just loving every minute of it. Macro, dude. Unreal.
I gotta keep you on your toes. I can't keep bringing the same deck every time. Well, I mean, I could be playing the same deck for all you know. You haven't seen much different besides Macro at this point.
No, you're just
but-
literally playing Cyber Dragon, dude. I'm impressed.
Yeah, with one Cyber Dragon. I'm playing the dries that we got in the other set. Just passing. Wow.
I have to,
okay.
bro. Go ahead.
All right, battle hit for 21.
Yep, it's a lot.
I wish it were more, but I think that's all we're going to be able to do. I will just pass it over. Go ahead.
Draw. Stand by. I mean, it's just not getting any better, bro.
Oh, keep saying it. Oh, music to my ears.
I will set a monster, and I'll end my turn.
That doesn't sound like a very confident setting of the monster. Let's just go to battle. Let's hit in.
It's Dragonfly, and it's gonna get
Okay,
banned, so.
glad to see that that's gone. I'll set a fourth card and pass
Oh
it
my
over.
God, bro. Oh my God, that card's worthless. Oh no.
Just keep setting them. Keep setting them, buddy.
Oh my God, that card literally does nothing.
Keep
Oh,
setting
no.
them. Oh, is that painful choice? Is that what you drew?
I
Is
don't
that
know,
what that
bro. I
was?
don't know, bro. What's in my hand, dude? Oh no.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I gotta start seeing outs, so I'm gonna play painful choice.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
Okay, so this doesn't feel great. I'm going to dump.
Oh, just banish all those cards. Banish all those cards.
Shut up right now, bro. I'm thinking. I'm thinking right now, dude. Oh man.
This might be the first time you've wanted to banish the 5 worst cards in your
Yeah,
deck.
right. Weird.
I'll give you some options. How about I help you out? Hornet, Dragonfly, Dragonfly.
Yeah. Those seem pretty reasonable choices. I'll go Bottomless, Mind Crush. I have no idea what you're playing right now, so those are worthless. Good God, dude. Let me pull out a. Well, these are bad. Verdant Sanctuary.
Verdant Sanctuary, really?
Yeah, it kind of unfortunately reads Send to Graveyard. That's not an option right now. So I will also dump. Another Verdant Sanctuary. You pick, bro.
Okay, you can take a Verdant Sanctuary. To be fair, I
thank
can
you.
actually see why you want to play this card because it's not the worst, assuming I didn't have Macrocosmos.
Yeah, but we can't always be lucky. All right, dude. I will set, and I'll set. I'll pass, dude. Go ahead.
Draw anything?
Nope, you're good.
All right, I gotta keep the pressure going, I guess. We're gonna normal summon a King Tiger Wanghu.
The fuck? Oh, you are on one today, dude. Yeah, that's good.
Battle phase. I'll hit
Yep.
with the King Tiger.
Yep, I'll take 17.
And a hit with the Sidra.
I swear, dude, if I see you flip a Burden out of the Mighty today, I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Go ahead.
Draw. Standby main. Okay.
You're just gonna let me take the first game this easy?
No, I can't. I'm going to normal summon Dragonfly.
The normal summon of Dragonfly is allowed.
Okay, I'm glad you permitted me to do it. I'm gonna activate E-Tally.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. King Tiger Wanghu triggers and blows up Dragonfly. Let's go back a second.
Yeah, I forgot about that one, bro. Oh my God.
I forgot about it too.
Oh, the King Tiger, bro. No way. Jesus.
And that's mandatory too.
It
I
is.
don't have a
It is.
choice.
Yeah. We can't forget that one. Oh man.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, good God. Game 2, bro. Really, bro. Really. King Tiger Wanghu Cyber Dragon. You know the worst thing about this, dude? I don't even know if you're playing an archetype. Are you just playing like a hodgepodge, dude? What are you on right now? I can't believe it. Good God.
It's interesting because you didn't really get to see much of my deck. It looks like Macro just hosed you that bad
Yeah,
that you
no.
couldn't even play the game.
What's Macro at in this list? Is Macro really
It's at 3 in this format, my
thought so.
friend.
That's so scary. Good God,
Yep.
bro. All right. Well, I still think I'm going to let you go first. Am I?
I was gonna say that didn't fare well for you last time. So
fuck it, we'll go first. All right, we'll see how this works. for me this
okay,
time.
all right. Good luck to you, buddy. Good luck.
All right, good luck, dude. You're gonna need it. Stand by main. I'm going to. Oh man, the classic normal summon Krebons.
Pass.
Pass. You knew it.
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, there you go, bro.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, this may give away what I'm playing, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's bring out Sirocco.
Oh, that you're just teched out. Okay, Sirocco's cool.
Yeah, let's smashing the Krebons.
Oh, man, that's dirty. Yeah.
And I'm going to special summon Boron hidden for 37.
That's a lot of damage already. Okay.
It is. And then main 2, I'll set 3 cards, and you can have fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to have a blast, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Draw off a turn. Stand by main. I'm going to start my turn by addressing the board in Dark Rolling.
You know, that was like the one card that answered this, and you know what? I'm okay with it. I deserve it.
I gotta get lucky sometimes.
It's a 1-up. I'm not going to play around it.
Go ahead, your turn.
Okay, we will draw, and I think we're just going to be passing the turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Give me that card advantage. Coffee, get it out of there.
It was a Sidra, so not doing too
I'll
much.
take it. That's a big hit, actually, because this Mystic Tomato is hitting the field.
Is it, though?
It's 14.
Yeah,
Bottomless
it's
me, bro.
14.
Do it.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Bottomless me, bro.
Don't remind me about bottomless. Oh,
Your turn, Duelist.
it's not fantastic. I will. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Hell yeah, I'll draw. Stand by main. I will normal summon Witch of the Black Forest. Is that all right?
I don't know if it's all right. I'm thinking. I might hate myself for this. I'm gonna Chaos Trap all the Witch.
Yeah, that's fine. 2,000.
Yeah, I don't want you to. I don't want you to get a search here.
I respect it. I respect it. Battle phase
Yeah.
14.
I'll take the 14.
All right, main 2. I will set a card. And I'll pass.
That's fine by me. I'll draw. And I will be setting a card and passing turn.
Thrilling. I'll draw. Stand by main. Ooh, it's close already. All right, bro. I'm going to go battle. This tomato's squashing you, dude. 14.
It's not going to be squashing that Sakuretsu armor. Let's see that.
Nah, I can squash through it, bro. Big tomato, man. He's getting in there.
Ooh, God, we're getting on pretty low life here, too. That's making me nervous. Yeah, okay. So I'll take 14. You got me.
Nice. All right, cool. I took 15, though. It's only fair.
I can't believe we're on even life after
Yeah,
all
dude. This is scary, bro. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
It's understandable. Oh my God. I hate this. There's no way this is correct. There is no way this is correct. There's no way that this is the right move. I'm going to snatch steal your Mystic Tomato.
Okay. Yeah, you can have it.
Battle phase, hit for 14.
Twister? Twister?
You know,
Pay.
I figured it was going to be something, so that's fine. Pay your 5.
Oh, it's fine. I can't count, dude.
Yeah, if it was 8, it would be significantly
Yeah, this is
worse.
very, very close, so I got to be careful.
Yeah, you do have to be careful. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, though. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll take it back.
You get it back. Main 2, I will set a card, and we're over to you.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by main.
That Twister's gone, by the way.
Oh, by the way, yeah, it's not continuous.
Could you imagine?
That'd be
Every
nice.
turn, pay 500, destroy a spell or trap. That would be crazy.
All right, well, let's clean it up here, I guess. I'm going to tribute the tomato.
For the Feng Wang?
It's close. I'm going to summon Jinzo.
Oh, fuck. Yep, that's a wrap.
Yeah, let's go, baby, the Jinzo! Woo! I haven't seen him in a minute. Oh, man. That was
Shit.
Please console with me. Was your whole back row? Was it traps?
Oh, yeah, otherwise I would have done something
Yeah,
about
I
it.
drew the Feng One too, and I was like, do I just summon this Feng One too? Like,
If you summoned Feng Wang, I was not dead. So
oh, okay, well, there we go. Jinzo was the right move.
Jinzo was the right pick, yes.
All right, game 3, bro.
Fuck, dude. I was not expecting Jinzo. I was prepared for the Feng Wang. Feng Wang, no problem. Jinzo absolutely
Little bit
shafted me.
different.
There was
Yeah.
nothing I could do about that. That was really, really bad. This is tricky. This is tricky. I think I'm going to go first. I think that's correct for what I'm trying to do. We'll see, though. It's interesting. Giving you that extra card is very scary, but good luck to you,
We'll see if it
Duelist.
pays off, dude. Good luck.
Okay, I will start by normal. That's a tricky one, actually. Nah, I like this better. I'm going to go ahead and just set 3 and pass my turn.
Okay, sounds like a plan, man. I'll draw.
Go ahead.
Stand by main. Set 1, 2, your turn.
All right, equally as exciting. I'll draw.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I should start getting some pressure going. Let's bring out a Kaiku.
Ooh, the aggressor. Kaiku's okay.
I will go to battle and hit for 18.
All right, 18's fine. What are you gonna banish,
We'll
bud?
go to main 2. I'm going to banish every card in your graveyard.
Okay,
And
deal.
I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw. I will set, and I'll end. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Interesting. Okay, you've got a myriad of sets that are half decent. You've got cards such as Tomato, you've got Witch, you've got Sangan. Dragonfly is also not terrible here because it just bounces off the Kaiku. What do we want to do? Let's go to battle. Let's see what it is.
Okay, it's Ladybug, so it's just gonna get sent to grave.
Okay, that's not too bad. I'll go to main 2. I'll set a 4th card and I'll pass the turn.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I'm gonna draw.
Let's see what you're up to over there. I got the dust shoot.
Yeah. All right, get a peek.
Yeah, let's see what you got. I haven't fired this card on you in a minute. Dark Hole Lance. I feel like you may have drawn the Lance for turn. You could have just been holding it. Valor, Ladybug, Krebons. You actually don't have a lot going on in this
No,
hand.
I don't, man.
Kind of like it.
Where are all those bugs
Yeah.
at, bro? Where are they at?
So obviously I can't do anything about Lance and Dark Hole. I was going to write down your hand so I remember.
Oh, you're note-taking, bro. That's a game
of
lost,
course.
dude. Not allowed. That's cheating.
Let's get rid of your Krebons.
Okay, that's fine. I'll shuffle him back.
Yeah. Everything else is not that big a deal.
Okay.
Have fun.
Main phase 1. Now you know I got Dark Hole. That kind of sucks.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll set and I'll pass. Go ahead.
It's just setting the ladybugs. I'll draw. Let's go ahead and I'm assuming that's a ladybug. I'm going to normal summon Gale.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Ooh, thinking. Does he have something?
I can't lose these. All right, I'm going to Chaos Trap it.
Wow, Chaos Trap Hole Gale. Well, I mean, you basically did the damage for me, so I'm okay with it. I'll attack.
Yep.
I'll go to main 2. I shall... Your hand is Valor Hole Lance. Yeah, I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Draw. Come on.
Oh, I see now. You did it to protect the ladybugs.
Yeah.
I get it.
I can't keep taking this beating. I got a Dark Hole.
I got Imperial Order. Show me the Twister.
Yeah, I got it.
Off the top. You know what? That's fine. Okay. If you have it, you have it.
Pass. Go ahead.
Your hand is Lance Valor, so there's not much you can do. That is kind of crappy, actually.
It's kind of good for me.
What do I have to worry about now? Your hand is Valor Lance. It's not really that good. I'm going to set a monster and pass.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll set 2, and I'll end my turn. Go ahead.
Okay, so one of those is Lance, and one is something I don't know what it is. So I will draw. That's actually pretty good. Let's bring out DD Survivor.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I didn't see that one coming.
Is that fine?
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Go to battle, hit for 18.
Yeah, 18's cool.
Okay, he's on his last leg here. I think I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Draw. Stay on my main. All right, this is gonna actually either end up really good or really bad. I'm going to activate Painful Choice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, dope. All right, I gotta get some plays cooking. I'm gonna dump Hornet. I gotta make it so any way you give me a card here, I'm gonna pop off. So I'm gonna repeat.
Okay. I know you've got Valor in hand. I will give you the... Let's see. I know you have Lance. You have 2 cards I don't know about. I think I'm going to Chaos Trap Hole that Hornet.
Why are you so good at the game, bro?
How's that for make it seem like it matters?
Yeah, you really did. Go.
I'll draw.
Oh my god, dude. You got it. Whatever that face down is. I'll chain Lance. I'll sink it by 8.
Okay, sure. I think that's still the correct play to do. Pro for a Cyber Dragon. And that will be more than enough.
That's it. Come on, bro!
You know, I thought your Chaos Trap Holes were actually working quite well for you that I decided to start playing them myself.
I bet.
And we don't have Solemn Warning, so it's the next best thing. And so I think I've been kind of our lights and darks. We should just be playing this at all times because it's going to always stop the normal sum, the spell speed 3 card. I don't think either of us has 7 tools or anything like that.
Either of us do. Not even Dark Brown or anything like that, so.
Yeah, so it plays through my body, it plays through Lance, it plays through just so many different Dark Armed in your instance. Yeah, I'm very happy that I decided to start playing those because I think they were pretty nice.
You found out, okay, you could play it with Black Wings. That's silly, by the way, dude. I didn't expect you to do.
My initial plan coming into this was game 1. I was basically playing Finishers of the Radiance, the DD Survivors, all the just best anti-meta stun stuff that I had access to because back then decks had access to cards like Doom Caliber Knight and like Fossil Dyna, and we're too poor to afford those cards. So I'm not able to. And I remember the amount of times that I've just normal summoned this and you've just literally cried because you can't do anything in the deck. So I had a feeling you were going to make me go first because going second with Inzektor is nice because you get the extra card and you can start popping off and getting the true advantage off of the Hornet. So I was.
If I would top deck Dragonfly, it would have been nuts, but I just didn't see any of them, dude.
You're playing so many ways to access Inzectors too. I'm shocked that you didn't get, like, your hand was just Ladybug of all things and nothing else.
It was not good, dude. I did cut the Ladybug down, and I did say somebody brought
Verdant for me just so I can see it again.
It's in my side deck. I wish I could.
Oh, you sided him out. Okay,
it's,
yeah. So it's because you thought I was playing macro.
Yeah,
so I did keep the macros in when I sided into the Blackwing stuff too. I just didn't bring in Blizzard. I don't think. If I did, I only played like one of it because I figure low enough that it could actually pay off. And then if it does, it's putting a lot of pressure on me to have to answer it, right? Because like you said, anything that gets destroyed just converts into a Dragonfly, and then you're just off to the fucking races at that point, right?
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. I don't know, like that macro turn 1 it's a game killer. And like I sided in, like here, I'll even just...
You're playing Storm!
I got those.
Oh,
I had these
man.
trap stuns and I didn't
Trap
see
stun
them.
too, yeah.
The second Storm. I main decked the Dust Tornado. The Fenglong went in. The Chaos Trap hole, by the way, but...
yeah, well, it's funny too, because Trap Stun's a particular...
Then once it's sent to Graveyard, I can get the Dragonfly and then get rolling. But
exactly.
It's like, oh man, unlucky, bro. Nice Veil.
Yeah, I definitely thought Sakuretsu was like the weakest card in the deck just because it's like, it was, especially because I'm playing Banisher. I wanted to have ways, I guess King Tiger Wanku by extension. I wanted to have now, but if I were, like, that's usually a very good card to protect my stuff. But without it, it's a lot more likely that you equip an Inzector that's already in Grave, and then you already have a thing that's big enough to hit over. Or like Ladybug, I took Tomato and did not work at all.
Do you want to hear something sad, Alex? I'm playing with Inzectors without a ban list, and I've yet to win a fucking game with them, a match with them, dude. I'm not gonna be able to play it in this state for much longer, because then Hornet's gonna go to 1, Dragonfly's gonna go to 1. I'm probably gonna hang up the deck.
Extreme measures too, like switching my deck every episode and coming up with like new ways to like throw you off a little bit, like switching from Necro Valley to Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I lost doing it, so it wasn't exactly that good, but it was fun. It was fun. I got to main deck the Breakers again too, which I haven't done in a while.
Big Breaker, man. It's been a minute.
I figured with you playing these Sakuretsus and like these other just
bounce back from the Blackwings last episode, I thought you might go back to Gravekeeper again.
That's exactly what I thought
and with
you were
like
going to think.
Icarus
Yep.
and like Descendant, I'm like, you know what? Any of these Sakus and stuff, they're just gonna get popped before you hit the battle phase. That was another thing with Verdant too, Verdant Sanctuary. I was like, it's a continuous spell. Like for it to do anything, it has to stake around. Like, and it was just so hard to, man. I'm surprised I didn't get to see Verdant. By the way, I made a super big dummy decision. Verdant's a continuous spell, and I realized while I was side decking, I played Terraforming.
Oh, you thought it was a field? You know what, to be fair, I think I've always thought that was a field spell, too.
Bro. No target for the terraforming. That's so stupid. Did I search with it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think I actually activated terraforming, but I was like, what am I doing?
No, you did not activate terraforming.
So dumb, bro. Oh,
man, if that's a Nimsidit, that's a Nimsidit.
A huge Nimsidit. I'm glad it didn't come up. I'm glad nobody can roast me for it, but good God, that would have been
How
dumb.
are your polls in Return of the Duelist? Pretty lackluster?
Well, I mean, I did get one cool thing for the deck here. I got Chronaut, which Chronaut's sick, but like,
hey, guess what?
Else,
me too.
Hey, nice Chronaut, bro. That was the only thing playable from this set thing. Everything else was garbage, dude.
I did get something nice. So I actually messaged you about this because I wasn't sure what we were doing. So I got a wild card, and it was a super rare wild card, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So I picked myself up a Gaia Dragon to match yours
choice.
now.
Good choice, bro.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best because not only is it like half decent now, I was thinking what would be funny is I could like snatch steal your Crimson Shadow Ninja and then overlay
and make your own guy. Oh, dude, that'd be nasty.
That's nasty, right?
That's dirty.
But the other thing is just in the future, I feel like Gaia is just going to be the card with the most longevity. I was trying to find a way to make Hieratic work for this episode, but my pull sucked. I think I only have like one Tefnuit and 0 Convocation.
Yeah, not worth
and
it.
I actually pulled in a Tum last time, so I was like, okay, maybe, but like, what am I summoning off of a Tum, right? Like, we don't have Red MD, so the deck isn't nearly as good as it would be in Constructed, but I really was trying to like just bring something really cool and new to the table, but I fell back on my roots from like episode like 15 or whenever I played this last time. It was funny. It was very funny. I don't know if I'm going to play it again. This deck seems actually terrible.
It was definitely, I think, the right choice. I think, like, again, that macro, turn 1, oh my God, dude. Like, I had all this stuff in the side deck, too. I think the only out I had for a macro was, like, either I have the Hornet in hand with, like, the Dragonfly and I can just pop it, or like Dust Tornado. That's it. Like everything else was stuck in the side deck, which I knew I was gonna have to go like a hard push. Like what did I get rid of? I got rid of the whole E-Telly package. I got rid of there's just so many things I pulled out to actually fit all the spell trap removal. Like some of the cards were just good, but I was like, I have to play them. Because, like, hey, if I
Right.
don't, I'm going to lose.
Exactly. And that was the other reason I really wanted to play this deck too, especially for game one, because I figured if you were going to play a lot of hate, it was going to be in the side deck and not necessarily the main. And so the one thing I really don't like about this deck is that I wish I had like more Wang Hus. I only have like one copy of it.
That's
And
also
so
good, yeah.
the stun aspect of this deck is definitely questionable because it kind of just falls solely on Banisher and Macro. And then Wang Hu, if I actually get it, I don't have a lot of other cards that are like very stunny that aren't traps. And so like DD Survivor's fine. It's annoying for you to deal with if I have Macro up because it just never dies basically. But it's not like great. And that's like where like Kaiku came in. Kaiku's actually still like a pretty decent stun card and also checks the Inzectors if they're already engraved. So that's why I was on those. I made it work. It wasn't stellar, but it was fun to play though. I'll say that.
Damn, good games this time. I gotta switch
Good
it up
games.
next time or something. I gotta keep you on your toes too, man. The bugs, they're just not buzzing, dude. They're not buzzing.
And the thing is, I really thought you might go the Lancer Frogs this episode as well, just because I know you really wanted to double down on Inzector because of just how much you want to play it at full power. But like I was thinking, like maybe you would think that I would think that and be like, he's never going to expect the frogs. And Macro is pretty good against the frogs, so that was another thought that I had.
We are looming into a new list, huh? We got a new list coming up soon, right?
I believe so. Yeah, that might be the list that actually takes care of Hornet and Dragonfly for you.
Yeah, it might be, but when do we get it? Do we get it after Abyss Rising, which is next, or?
It's either before, but it's either before it or after it.
Yeah.
It's like one or the other.
Yeah,
though.
so I don't know. I'm gonna have to switch up some things. Abyss Rising, though, Alex. Guess what attribute Abyss Rising is all about?
Water. It's actually funny. I'm wearing the water attribute shirt, as you say.
Man, where can,
that was not intentional.
Where can people get that shirt, bro? But
They can't get it anymore. It was actually just a special release, but maybe in the future we'll see.
maybe in
We'll
the
see.
future. But yeah, water. I do have a water deck that I can play. So maybe I might have to switch it up, dude. Yeah.
I didn't even put that together till you said that you already have like a very because like I can't play Lancer Frog. I don't have I didn't get a Substitute by the way.
I didn't think you did. No, I didn't think you did.
No, I don't have Substitute. I don't have Treeborn. I don't have like a lot of the good frogs for like Frog Monarch. And so I could play it, but it would just be an inferior. It'd be similar to this, right? Where you have the better Inzector deck. You also have the better Frog Monarch deck. So there's plenty of cards in Abyss Rising that could potentially support that. I don't know much outside of like the actual Mermail specific stuff, but who knows? Maybe there's stuff in there that's I'm unaware of and, lurking under the surface of the ocean that's going to, completely hose me next time around.
Oh man, dude, the bugs, bro. I can't wait to see what people are gonna say about this, dude. I can't believe I've lost 3 matches with this bug deck, man. I thought it was real. It is real. It's just not real against anti-meta. So
I think I'm making you work for it, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I think if I just played the same deck consistently for the last 3 episodes, I'm almost certain you probably would have gotten... Well, okay, let's be completely honest. You should have won last episode. In my eyes, I count that as a loss because that should have 100% been your win, and that was just, I've punted, you've punted, we all punt,
Yeah, no, that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. But still, like, no, it is what it is. I'm gonna get you next time, though. I say that every episode, bro. But this time, I'm feeling it, man. It's
happened before.
I've got a game plan. I've got a game plan. I think might stick with the.
Do
bugs
you actually already have a game plan for Abyss Rising?
Might
really?
stick with the bugs one last time, bro. I don't know. You gotta
to see.
Stay on your toes, dude. I got you next time.
We will have to see. So, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. Be sure to tune in next time for Abyss Rising. And you know what, Gage? Abyss Rising's coming up. Cosmo Blazer is after that. That's where we're getting into Fire Fists, and then Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy and Dragon Rulers is only 3 short sets away.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that is going to be another tipping point because the babies are all commons and we might just be able to go crazy with it. I don't know if they're correct, but I think there's a lot of exciting stuff for people to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, I think so too, man. It's going to matter. Watch. Tachyon Galaxy. I'm going to get the Draco Sack. I'm playing those Dragon Roars. It's over for you, bro.
With your luck in the polls in the progression series, I would not be surprised if you get like 3 Draco Sacks and like play sets of every single Dragon.
I'll say this right now. It's a very good thing neither of us got Big Eye. So
yeah, fair. We do have to shout out our patrons, though, as always. So big shouts to Shadow1317, Sean Olling Jr., Tim00x3, Neo Cypher Slacker, and Gayoko, Pony Stark, Ika Ironfang, Michael Dente, Ole, Mystic Walk, Shotagonist, Rasmus Ron, Den Manhoben, Par2, Synchro Guy, Cameron Smith, Sylvia Wilds, Dolly Wop, Dragon Lord, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Emil Cohen, Jarvis Martin, Draconic, Thomas Nelson, Inyana Taisho, Jordan Coons, Kelvin, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Iron Bladesman, Benjamin Fuller, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Damage Step Kalut. You didn't have to see that this game at least.
No, yeah.
Lumpy, Shane Reese, David Liu, Rockley325, Nehru Celeste, Henry Roaming, Lane Rogers, and Peruvian's Finest for YGC 2021. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.